Yo, what's going on, guys? Reversal here, and today I wanted to go over some Dino combos where you can consider what your opponent has as far as like hand traps go, instead of just like a DB replay where you just keep going assuming there's no interaction, since that's not really a realistic way to play the game. So I'm just gonna start with like a few different scenarios to where like you can and can't play around certain hand traps. So like if you have any of the basic 2-card combos, so that'd be Archosaur, one of these, Ovi, Misk, or Ovi and a baby, Ovi and Lost World, Scrap Raptor, Lost World. Any of the standard 2 cards can lose to one hand trap very easily. If you got Ovi Lost World or just any of the normals, pretty much, if you don't have Misk, you get hit with an Imperm or a Veiler, like you can't do anything if you just have a 2-card. Same thing with the Misk combos. If they ash your Misk, and that's all you have is this, and you get ashed here, you're just kind of stuck, unfortunately, if you don't have a 3-card or a call by or something. But there are hands that you can play through stuff, depending on where it is, and if you do get rolling, hand traps become a lot worse. Like in the middle of your combo, you're still gonna end on something. But one of the common ones would be Lost World, Ovi, and Misk. This is probably the best 3-card combo the deck has. It only really loses to DD Crow and the Misk, but everything else you can pretty much still make a pretty good board through. And then the other one would be Baby, Misk, and Archosaur, which is the same thing. This can play through like an Ash Blossom, for example. Just start with the Ovi Lost World Misk one. So you can start with Chainlink 1 Ovi, Chainlink 2 Lost World as usual. Give them a token. Get your Misk engraved. You don't want to banish this yet, because if you do this now, or like, and you get ashed, you don't really accomplish anything. So if you go to do the Ovi first, since you have a Dino engrave, you could pop this, protect it, send a baby. No, you still haven't searched with the Ovi yet either, so get yourself a another baby. So here, you can get your Archosaur off the baby that was just sent by Lost World. So if they ash that, you have your Misk to get this. Now, if they waited for the Misk, like, you go to Misk, like, it doesn't accomplish anything. Like, so this is just a blank card now. So you could just do you're getting Archosaur no matter what. You can pop your baby. And then you could just keep going from here. Summon your Raptor. And then this is usually where you would use a Scrap Raptor effect to pop a baby. But since we don't have a baby here, we're not going to use that yet. So you can make this into a Link Grebo just to get more non-dinos in rotation. Make your Wyvern here. Wyvern effect's going to bring back the Raptor from grave. Then it's going to destroy it. That's going to trigger both of these to summon another Raptor from deck, and then the Raptor's going to search your Chimera. So here you get your Raptor to summon, search your Chimera, then your Wyvern has to pop something. So you can either pop the token or the Lost World, whatever. You could just do the token, just make it easy. Now you have to use your Scrap Raptor to pop a monster to get you the additional normal summon for this. And you have a choice to make between the Wyvern or just popping one of the level 4s. And I think just for this, you can either prioritize getting to your elf. So if you get rid of one of these, like you go here, you can make this into an elf and then end on elf conductor in a rank 4, or you could destroy the wyvern instead, and then scrap the pill. Now when you summon this, you can bring back your Raptor. Now you can make 2 rank 4s instead. So it's pretty much just, would you rather have the follow-up possibilities with the elf, or would you rather just end on something like this? As opposed to if this was an elf instead. Those are your 2 options. This is through any hand trap with that hand that isn't DD Crow. And then this, the elf would bring back this, and then it would pop this to get you an OV to search another conductor for follow-up, or you could bring back a petite and use this to pop this and get you a pink to your end board instead. So elf gives you a couple options. You could turn it into another disruption, you could turn it into follow-up, but you have to get to the point where you can resolve both these effects, obviously. But that's that one. This is gonna be a little longer of a video, but I'm just gonna try to cover stuff as I go as best as I can remember to. So the other 3 card that's common be Baby, Archosaur, Misk. It's the same sort of deal here. Like, you can use your Misk, try to use it. They ask you. You still have this to make plays with. So you can pop the Baby, search your pill, summon an OV. Now here with OV, you're not going to search anything. Instead, you're going to dump Giant Rex. So now you have that engrave. Make this into a Karibo. This combo is a lot weaker to a Bystial, unfortunately. There's only a few scenarios where they really like interact with your deck in a way that hurts, but this is one of them. This is why you play the Gardna. It doesn't come up that much, but for situations like this, or if you break on Archosaur and a pill, you want to have this in the extra deck. And this is another hand, like if you break on Archosaur pill, you're probably losing regardless, but it's another one that a Bystial can just make it so you don't end on anything at all. So now you can pill. Your Rex is gonna come back. You're gonna banish the only Karibo. And you can get your conductor. Then you can make any rank 4 that you want here. You can make Dweller, Dolka, Lagia, whatever suits the matchup you're playing. Blind, you probably just want to go with Dolka almost every time, just because it's 2 negates in 1. It's generic. So whatever, it's always gonna do something good. So that's the second 3 card combo. I'll just go into the 2 card combos where you get to a certain point where you can start to anticipate what hand traps they might have. So we'll do like the normal thing. Say you start with these 2. Normal OV, search a Misk, banish Misk for 1. Archosaur, pop the Baby, search a pill. Baby's gonna summon you Petite to get it in rotation. In the in some of the, let me summon off the Baby first before I forget to. In some of the replays that I made, they were just like full ceiling combos where you want to just like assume your opponent has nothing and you just want to go as crazy as possible. That's where you summon a Baby here, and then you could just have it. Oh no, that's not off this part. Yeah, you could summon a baby here, and then when you pop it off the Raptor here, you'd bring the Petite at this point. And then with your Wyvern, you'd pop this Petite, but instead we're gonna play a little safer. So we're gonna bring out the Petite instead. Then the Raptor's gonna pop the Petite, and then you're just gonna go straight into the Rex. Because this makes your next moves much better if they have like a Ghost Spell or a Nibiru, which otherwise don't interact with this deck well. They can stop your Wyvern, but at that point you're ending on at least a rank 4 and a pill target no matter what. So you pop with this, you have your extra normal summon. Get your YuGiOh. Get your Wyvern. Now this is where, if they have a Nibiru, they probably should Nibiru you here, since if they don't, they're letting you get too much advantage, and you can just play around it instantly anyway, like immediately after. So if they nib you here, you lose your Wyvern. That's it. You make a rank 4 here, then you use your pill. So you'd have rank 4 Conductor through nib, which is still just fine. Then same thing. Say they have a Ghost Spell, because Bell's kind of popular now. This is the only time that they can really use it, because like the Misk banishes for cost, so they can't Bell it. So say you go to Wyvern, target the Raptor here, they Ghost Spell you. It's the same thing. Like you're gonna get rank 4 Conductor, or you could go for an elf play instead. See where that goes. Go Wyvern into Rex, make an elf. Then your elf can bring back Petite. And then you can pill. The good thing is you have 2 different non-dinos now, and only one of them is dark, so if they do a Bystial, you're good. Your Rex, your Conductor. Something to note with Elf too, you want to put stuff into the zones it points to, obviously, to protect it from being targeted. Normally, if you're making like a full board, I like to put this under one of the EMZs for like a follow-up Pentastag. And then like I'd rather have the Dolka and like the other Omni Negate, whatever you end up going for, the Dweller, protected instead. But since you're not ending on that here, you could put the Conductor to where it's protected from targeting. So this, you end on, if it's Bell instead of Nib, you end on the Elf instead, which is nice. And then again, the Conductor can pop this, get you another OV to search a second Conductor for turn 3, or it can get you a pink, which is both very nice. Said it many times, but this card is just crazy in this deck. If you're not playing it in Dinos, you're definitely doing it wrong. What's next? So we covered the 3 cards. Nib and Bell. Sometimes can't play around the Ash, Emperor and Veiler or whatever. Now I could do other hand traps are there. Yeah, the Bystials, they only hurt you on bad hands, like when you brick on this, or when Conductor Pass is really like all you can get to. Actually, there's one more I want to go over actually. When it comes to the Bystials, if you have one of the Archosaur starts with a baby, you go Archosaur, pop the baby, summon the OV, search your Misk, link this off for YuGiOh. Use your Misk now. When you discard the Misk here, you have 3 dinos. So normally you're gonna banish these 2 to summon another baby from deck, so you can start doing your OV plays. Say they Bystial you here, since Archosaur's a light. you only have 2. So if you do this for 2 now, you don't have a Dino engrave and you have no way to get one. So your OV is just dead at that point. So what you can do here is you can still go for banish 2. Get you a baby from the deck or a petite, whatever you want. Just do this. And then what you can do here is you can link these 2 off. Since baby's level 2, you can make an elf here. And your elf can bring back the baby or the petite, whatever you want to go for. Now you can make an IP here. And then you have link Haribo and just whatever, one of these 2. Banish them. For your pill, get you conductor. So you still end on this through a Bystial. So like no matter what, if you get Bystial in this deck, like unless you have like the brick hand of these, like we ended on conductor pass, like that's the only time a Bystial like really kills you. So yeah, at this point, when you went for the pill to summon this, you want to specifically banish the Obi, so you still have the petite engrave. So now your elf can bring back petite. So you have the conductor to pop this to get you again your Pank or OV to search you another conductor, whatever you want to do. And then you have the IP and the elf. You can use these 2 to go into a Avermax or a unicorn, whatever you think's better for the deck you're facing against. Like if you're playing against something like tier, this Avermax might be your win condition. If you're playing versus Sprite, you might want to go for unicorn between this and the conductor booking. And then if you bring out a Pank, you can really stop them from doing just about anything. So yeah, those are all the combos that I wanted to go over through certain hand traps. I think this stuff's good to know because your opponent's gonna have interaction, whether it's hand traps or if you're playing into a board, whatever. Like there's a lot of stuff to consider, to where you just don't want to like just play like reckless, where like if they have something and they hit you with it, you're just stuck because you played greedy. It's if you know they don't have something, because some people like you just know they don't play hand traps, like yeah, play greedy, but otherwise you want to at least try to play a little bit safe. Like sometimes you can even make Dolka before you go into the Wyvern, but that's like taken away from your end board more than just like going into the Wyvern and like if they hit you with something, they hit you with something. Because Nib's the only one that actually takes bodies off the board, which is like makes your board significantly worse. And like Nib's not really being played right now, so it's not really like something you need to be heavily considering when building a board. But yeah, that's about it. I hope this kind of video helps learn how to pilot the deck in different situations. If you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. You can do something like this for maybe another deck, or if there's any other questions about dinos, feel free to ask. Yeah, I don't know how long this video ended up being, but hopefully not too long. Yeah, if you learned something, let me know in the comments. I'll leave a link to the other like greedy combos and inferior lines in the Dino Discord in the comments. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks.